Okay, now we're still talking about social engineering because you can design a whole people by social engineering. So they started to design the black man's behavior a long time ago. And a lot of people know that the Masons, the white Masons, were the scientists of the this format that we're in now, the United States of America civilized, so-called civilized society. So we were talking about Jesus, how they use religion as a catalyst to uh, use as a tool to design your behavior. And that story of Jesus is a story of someone trying to give enlightenment to a certain people and is rejected for fear of the occupying uh, nation, which was the Romans. Uh, they feared the Romans more than they feared the God that they say they believed in. All this is psychological. Some people say it's spiritual, but it's really mental. Uh, so rather than to take a chance on Jesus enlightening the people, they said we would crucify him so the people could see who God really is. You know, Jesus talking about a God you can't see. That's where they tried to make it seem. But really, Jesus was talking about him being God. So they said, well, we're going to put your ass up on this cross. Either way, a God you can't see or a God. Man, I need some Kool-Aid. So they ultimately, to make a long story short, they told Jesus that they was telling the people that we gonna put you up on this cross, and ain't nothing gonna come out the sky to save you. You ain't gonna be able to save yourself once we put you up on this cross. And that's the wisdom that I got out of this book. But the way they worded and describe, and when the preachers preach it to you, they make it kind of spooky. See, in order to program your mind, you know, they use death, which most people is afraid of death, and the sword to corral your thinking and thoughts and program you. And they made a martyr out of Jesus. And so the people now, Christians, Muslims, all of the Christians and the Muslims, they praise Jesus, and they think something is going to come back and save them until the coming of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Master Farad Muhammad, for the black people in America. They used an effective tool to deprogram us and to change our behavior. It was most genius how they did it. And it took root and it spread and still today. But the government is using a counter program to keep the people in that same frame of mind that you're going to be saved by somebody. You can't save yourself. They took away all the dignity and hope of the people. So the people is using religion like a drug. Anything they can get a hold on, they're going to use it like a drug. Dope, whatever. Because they don't know no escape. Their mind has been programmed, for lack of a better word, and they can't get can't get out of this cycle. You know, it's like a religion now, a religion called despair and hopelessness. And the government is using agents who are part of this psychological warfare, psychological analyzation, psychological we can say dehumanizing. Yeah, we can say it like that. And this is where your penitentiaries come into effect, and the way they act when they go to the penitentiary. We're going to address this and address the black family. This is Black Light. Stay tuned.